everyone, welcome back to Sip&Style. I'm Karyn.
And I'm Allison, and we're the buyers here at Belfort Furniture.
Today we have our pumpkin spice lattes, and we're going to show you how to spice up your sofa by mixing and matching patterns.
So one of the biggest questions that people ask when they start to look for a new sofa is how do you even begin? They'll walk up to the fabric wall and it can feel a little overwhelming sometimes.
Right. So today we're going to show you 3 simple styling steps on how to really mix and match your patterns on your sofa.
So the first step is you want to find something that inspires you in your space. That can be a piece of art, it could be a rug, it could be a piece of pottery that you found on vacation that you love to look at, or it can be a pillow. That's what I usually do when I'm picking all the fabrics for the floor is I start with one pillow and then I work back from there. So that's what we're going to do today. We've chosen this pillow and we're going to build a room around that. So Karyn, what's next?
So after you've completed step 1, which is picking the pillow, you're going to pick a color out of that pillow to pull your next fabric. So Allison and I have decided on this really pretty dark mink color in this pattern. So we love to usually use a stripe next. So we have chosen this really beautiful striped velvet in this mink color. It actually has a really pretty gold pinstripe in it, which also ties back to our first fabric.
So after you've picked your inspiration and your color palette, the next thing you need to make sure you do is have enough scale and texture. So this pattern is pretty big. You have a big pattern here that takes up the whole pillow. So we chose the stripe that's kind of a thinner stripe, and then this geometric is kind of a mid-scale. You don't want everything to be the same size or it's going to be too overwhelming, and it's just going to be too much to look at. For the base cloth, usually what most people are going to do for the whole thing all over the sofa is just do a solid. In this case, we did choose you probably can't see it, but it's a really small scale geometric, just to add a little bit more visual interest in there.
Another great way to add texture is by adding fringe or rope on your pillows. So we've done that to tie all the pillows together here on the sofa.
Yep, that's great too, and the color helps to tie them all in together too, which is great. As far as texture goes, we have 2 wovens here, and then as Karyn mentioned, the velvet, the stripe is a velvet. It's always great to add the different textures in there. I like to add a velvet in pretty much every room I do. I kind of get teased sometimes for having too much velvet, but you wouldn't want to do velvet on everything, or it's going to just feel way too heavy and just weighty in the room.
One thing I like to do for texture is to add a piece of leather in the room, like adding a leather chair next to your sofa.
Yeah. Or an ottoman, a cocktail ottoman in leather is a great way to go too. That is definitely a good addition. So there's our 3 steps. That's not hard, right?
No. So this is a great way to start with your 3 steps, but if you still have questions and you're not quite sure, our sales consultants and design consultants at Belfort are here to help and would love to help you design your room.
So be sure and stay tuned because we have some really exciting news coming up regarding our grand opening on November 10th, and we're very excited about it.
Very exciting. And be sure to turn on your notifications and watch our next Sip&Style. And we hope you have a great day.
Yep.
Cheers.
Thanks for joining us.